Hey, Darren.
How you doing? Hey, Tony.
Not too bad yourself.
Sweaty drive down here.
I bet it was. You don't get your air conditioner blowing, huh?
I don't have it working yet. That's one of the.
I didn't charge mine either. I did not charge mine either.
It'll run for about a day and a half on our 12. And then,
Oh, really? Well, it's got a bad leak then.
Yeah, it's
huh?
got a bad leak.
Huh.
So
73 Mercury Colony Park. We're going to do a little bit of wagon comparison here today. We're going to see if we can figure out what's wrong with Darren's rear window. He thinks he hears the motor running. We don't know, so it may just be torque pins. But we're going to get these wagons side by side and talk about them a little bit and see if we can figure out this back window. But you're looking at one awesome looking 73 Colony Park, and we already know that we're going to get attacked about the Craigers, but Darren says he doesn't care. That's what he likes. So, and I believe it looks awesome myself. So Darren is the one that had the 72 LTD that we worked up on here a few years ago, fixing the power window in it and the convertible. So I'll put that video at the end of this one. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out. So let's get these cars rearranged. All right, there we have it. Ford's finest, in my opinion. My favorite wagons are 73 through 78 for the Ford and Mercury. And I would have taken a Mercury had I not been able to find this. I just wanted a Country Squire for the wood. In fact, Adam thought that I should get a Colony Park because it was so much more luxurious, and I'm not 100% sure that that's true, really, as far as, you know, being luxurious. But I do really like this chrome, the way it divides the wood and all that. But I really wanted I wanted it trimmed out in wood just like that. So that's why I chose the Country Squire. But had I not found one, I would have been totally fine with a Colony Park, because there's certainly nothing wrong with one. And me and Darren like the body side molding, and the polls show that it's okay for me to add the body side molding to this one, so it's going to get it eventually. But Darren's car is a nicely optioned car. Power windows and locks, tilt and cruise, rim blow wheel. You even got automatic temperature control. And does it have a power bench seat?
yes.
Yeah. Nothing closes like a Ford Mercury Lincoln door of this era. See how this tailgate is, you know, the wood grains outlined in chrome, which, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. I love it. But this one, you know, is actually trimmed out in wood. Either one is perfectly fine. Country Squire, Colony Park. I always really loved how Ford had this little ramp up right here in the back, this body line right here. And I do love the way that they actually trimmed it out with the chrome here. Like I say, I wouldn't turn down either one, to be quite honest. Other than that, they're pretty much the same car. All same windows, same doors, same steering columns. Now, one thing Adam always says is they basically all had the same dash, and I mean, I guess you could say everything was laid out the same, but there was some pretty good differences. I mean, the glove box in the Mercury's was way bigger. You did have the same radio and clock and heater controls and things, but believe me, there's some differences. It looks like we need to add intermittent windshield wipers to yours, Darren.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. do.
And you've seen the video, how to do it.
I do. And the cornering lights.
Oh yes, we're definitely going to add the cornering lamps. Ask Charlie about that junkyard this time of year. How many chiggers you walk out of there with?
That could be a good winter project.
Yeah, I intended to have all that stuff, but...
I've got the bezel. I got the bezel.
So see here, you know, it's the same. I mean, where the Mercury dash goes all the way across, you know, and doesn't drop down like this. The glove box is way smaller in the Fords. I've had all these Fords, Mercurys, and Lincolns. You know, like up here, you know, pay attention here where the clock is at in this one, and where this vent's at, and the right hand mirror control is down here in the center instrument bezel, versus you come over here where you've got two single vents on side of the LTD. They put both of them here, and they put the clock in the center, and they put the mirror up here, and you've got your tailgate switch down here where the mirror is on the Ford. My tailgate switch is down here lower in this panel in the Ford. So there was a lot more differences than you think. I mean, there was certainly no mistaking a Mercury dash versus a Ford dash in my eyes. So Darren's car here is, he's the one that's needing some doors off of the green parts car at home, because he's got a little bit of rust at the bottom of his doors. So that's probably where the doors are going, off of the green Mercury parts car. I mean, I've already got the floor mats out of it, and I'm getting the carpet out of it. So, well, we are, like I say, we're going to be adding cornering lamps to Darren's car. You've already got the new old stock bezels, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got to get the wiring and the attaching hardware for him. And it'll go down here below the marker light. 73 and 4 was the only ones that got a marker light and a cornering lamp. 75 through 8, you didn't get this marker lamp. You only got the cornering lamp. If you know, otherwise you just had just a plain old piece of trim here. Versus how this cornering lamp is there all by itself. You can change out this chrome, and the holes and everything's already back there for it. You just unbolt it and bolt the one with the cornering lamp. If the Ford doesn't have cornering lamps, you're going to cut a hole in the fender if you want to add them. So
we'll get the buckets off that parts of that junkyard, right?
Right.
Yeah. Light buckets.
Yep. So yes, they are the same, only different. And me and Darren both really, really like just the overall look of the 73 over the 74 Mercury, front and rear. It's just our opinion. So, Mercury had a totally different hood ornament. It was kind of a Lincoln Star laid over sideways with wheat or something like that around it. And, you know, the LTD, you've seen that one, stood up a lot taller and said LTD. So,
Get the tailgate badge, because that says Lincoln right on it. Lincoln Mercury. The tailgate badge?
on yours,
Yeah.
it does say Lincoln Mercury. We'll have to check that out. And also, Darren likes my wire wheel covers way better than the deluxe wheel covers as well.
Absolutely.
So, we agree on most things.
Yeah, I found that new old stock.
Oh yeah, this new old stock?
Yep.
Yep, Lincoln Mercury division. In fact, that's what my Mercury says on the trunk, too. So, overall, just downright beautiful station wagons. Of course, I'm biased, but I think Ford did it best in the 70s. There's just no doubt about it. And I'm pretty sure they were the #1 seller. I'd say. Yeah, the Wagon Masters. I mean, I think, what was it, 95,000 station wagons in 77 alone, full-size Fords. So, and like, I think it was 70, it was 90 or 95,000 wagons, and on that Marty report, I don't remember, I had to look, like 70,000 or something like that got the Country Squire decor group. So people was really opting for the wood grain. You know, the hoods are again the same, only different. The body lines. So we're gonna pull this thing up and we're gonna see what's going on with this tailgate window, see if we can figure it out. All right, Darren, hit that switch. You guys hear that motor running? The window's not moving. We are 99.9% sure it needs some torque pins put in it. So we're gonna get the camera set up, and Darren actually wants to work on this himself. I brought torque pins and some basic tools, and yes, he wants to fix it himself. So if he's got any questions, I'm just gonna point and say do that. So let me get the camera set up and we'll get started. All right, guys, here we go. As you can see, we got to take out 20 Phillips screws. This is going to be the first thing we're going to do. And you know how I always preach about not using power tools? It's okay on this because this is all metal. And Darren prefers using that. So we're going to start taking out
There's a lot of them.
a bunch of screws. Where's your door lock plunger?
I don't know. Might have to get you to find me one.
It may still be down in there, I reckon.
I was going to say it could be in there.
Yeah. Okay, he's got all the screws out and we're ready to lift this panel up off here. There you go. Now, let me grab a flashlight and see where we can find this motor. All right, that window motor is right there, and it's just like any other window motor, but I think this one has 7 teeth instead of 9. We'll find out when we get it out of there. But there's no dimple showing where to drill in the tailgate like it has in the doors. You can eyeball it and we could drill it out if you wanted to, or you can just reach your hand in there and just take them out with a wrench or a little.
Let's try to reach.
Yeah, just unplug it first right here.
Yep.
And
is it 3 bolts? 3?
Yep, there's 3. So let me find you probably a small ratchet and a 5/16. All right, I got 2 real slim sockets. You can see, or ratchets, I mean. You can get your hand in there. Where's the, have you got that flashlight? Oh, it's right here. There. Oh. Can you get your hand in there and through there?
Yeah, which way are they attached?
See it?
Oh,
there's
yeah.
3 right there.
Nice and greasy.
It is. It's loaded with grease, which is good because we don't have any. Let's go ahead and unplug it first.
Okay. I don't want to bust that.
I don't think it will. I don't think it's been unplugged for a while. It's not like I don't have more that I could send you, but hold down on that and I'll pull on this.
Oh, there it comes.
There we go. Because that's going to come out with the motor. Alrighty, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start ratcheting.
I think I'm on it.
You're not on it yet, but you're on it, but you're not on it, if that makes any sense. Well, I got some in the wagon, but I'm telling you, we could take a hole saw and we can eyeball that and we can drill access holes for those and go straight through and get on it. That's what Ford give you in the doors.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because I just have no leverage.
Okay, guys, we drilled holes just like it tells you to do in the doors so we can get right smack dab on these. I don't know why they didn't give you the little dimples in the tailgate to do it. I didn't film it because you've seen me do it a million times. And it made a lot of noise anyway. So now we can go right straight through here with a nut driver and get those off. Here you go. I like this one because it has the attachment in the back for a ratchet if you need it.
All right, but you gave me a...
I figure you might need it to go through there. You might not.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Just put, you can put the ratchet in here if you need to.
Where's the socket?
Well, it's around here somewhere.
Oh, the one, I got you.
It's still on your ratchet.
I got you.
Right where you left it.
Yeah.
You want that?
No, I can
Yeah, you can see them, and it should fall right out.
Put that ratchet on the end.
Yeah, if you could put the ratchet right on the end of that nut driver, and you got it. And I always just stick my other hand around there and try to hold my finger on that the bolt to keep it from falling. I guess if it falls, you still get it, but yeah, just like that.
It's greasy enough, I think it'll stick in.
Yeah.
In the,
And then to get it in, I usually stick a piece of tape or just a piece of paper in the end of the socket to hold it if it's not magnetic. Just like that. You're a pro.
You lined these up perfectly. You've done this before.
That's why I say you just shine a light in there, and you close one eye, and you can see right smack dab where to drill. Of course, we did unclip this plug out of its plastic clip to get it out of the way to drill that hole. Oh, say hey to Billy.
Hey Billy, what's up, man? Merkman.
Nice bumper there, Billy. You got him. It's beautiful. Got it.
Yeah, the motor dropped, so it's kind of might be on the
Well, you can probably reach around the other side and pick it up a little.
a little bit.
Yeah. You see it in there?
Yeah. Put the regulator right in the way.
Well, it looks like that bolt's already out of it. It's not even moving.
It's out, but
Not going to get it on that way. I think you're just going to have to reach in and wiggle it. It should come out. Will the motor come out? I don't think it looks attached.
it's sliding out. There's a bracket here.
Is there another bracket hooked to the end of the motor?
There's an interlock bracket. It's just sliding out. I don't know which way she'll come. It's clearer that way. I don't know if she'll drop down and then go that way.
You know what? You see this bolt right here? That might be where this excess hole is right here. You may need to loosen this bolt right there to get the regulator to fall back a little bit to get it to come out between it. You know what I mean? See that one? What do you think that is? Yeah, you think that's a half?
Yeah.
Probably. Let me get an extension and a 1/2 inch, because I think if you, is there one on the other side too? Don't look like it.
See it.
I think you need to maybe just let that regulator drop back a little bit to get it out of there. Is it a half? I think it's a 7/16. It's not turning, is it? Okay, hold on. All right, let's see if a 7/16 will go on there. Oh yeah, it's coming out. And that may, I think maybe let the regulator swing down enough to get the motor out from behind it.
Pull it all the way out.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Unless there's a bolt on the other side, but I don't see it.
There is one through this hole.
Holding the regulator?
I believe so.
Let's see.
Take a look.
Yeah, it might be. You might want to loosen that one too. Go ahead and take it out. That way that regulator will swing out. So they got you pre-drilled holes for the regulator. They just didn't give you any to get the motor out. We both got on khaki shorts working on a greasy window.
I know, we're smart. We're smart like that. All right, so what you thinking?
Well, I think that regulator may swing out enough now to, yeah, see it moved. That one bolt's still in there though. Why hasn't that thing dropped?
Is it just,
It's kind of cockeyed.
I'll try to get that out.
Probably need to. But I don't think that's what the motor's hung up on though. Yeah, try going through that way. Yeah, you're gonna get on it there. Yeah. There it's coming out.
So just kind of move it.
I don't think it's in the motor anymore.
I don't want it to drop unless you got a magnet.
I do, but it's gonna fall right there in the bottom. It won't be hard to get. Let the damn thing fall if it'll speed us up. Let me see if I can grab it.
Got it?
Yeah. Where are you setting them?
It's over here on the...
Now, I don't see any reason why that motor won't come out of there. The regulator is moving outward. Let me get something to pry that regulator. Hold on. All right, let me see if I can get behind it with this. There, will it come out now?
Yeah.
Got to pry it back pretty good.
Yep. It is hitting.
What are you hitting?
The other part of the regulator.
I can't hold this and a flashlight at the same
Yeah,
time.
I hear
Sorry, guys.
I mean, she's dropped. The drive part is dropped. It might come that way. That looks like a clearer path. I don't know what you think over there. See, I'm hitting in.
Let me see if I can see where you're at. Yeah, I think you might take it out that way. See if you can drag it that direction. Your hands are already a mess. Look at that.
Ford wanted to come out the long way.
Mm-hmm. Now we're going to take a Phillips screw and we're going to take out this one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's only got 7 teeth instead of 9. Most Broncos and wagons did, and the mini vent windows got 7 teeth in the 70s as well. Versus the back door's getting 9. So we're going to take this Phillips screw out and we're going to get all these chunks of these torque pins cleaned out and squeeze in some new ones. Wind's picking up. So got there. Now that'll just come right off.
Pull that plate off.
Mm-hmm. It's probably got a bunch of stuff stuck on the back of it too. Not too bad. A couple chunks. So just take those and rag them off in the grass or something. Don't remember that screws in that rag you just picked up.
Oh shit.
Is it still wrapped up in it? We'll find one.
Okay.
There it is.
Thank you, Tony.
I'm going to set that down here so it don't fall. Yep, we got torque pins just busted all to pieces. And there's plenty of grease in that motor. So now pry that little gear up out of there.
That just
This will do it. You just get under it.
get under it and pry it right out.
Just come right up. Yep. Nope. Get under the bigger. The whole outer edge.
Oh, this here?
Yes.
I gotcha. Where's the torque pins?
They're powder. So yeah, I think I need to go grab like a regular flat screwdriver
scrape that
and
out.
scrape all this crap out. That's the best one I found right off the bat, so. Just scrape that off the top like that, and I don't think we even need to grease it. It's full.
Leave that there.
No, you can get that out. That's all
Extra
junk.
grease.
Yeah. It's mostly
Liquefied-
busted up plastic.
Liquefied torque pins. Yeah, look at that.
There's a good chunk right there.
Yep.
Little pieces ain't gonna hurt much. It's got plenty of freaking grease in it. Yeah, dig them out of those corners down inside here. There's a chunk right there.
Right there.
There, you got it. Well, since we can't open the trash can, just lay that down over there.
Yep.
And you had some torque pins, so we'll grab them. And I got a C-clamp since we don't have a vise here. So,
You got all the pieces out?
I think so. Plenty of them. All
Charlie,
right.
you want to grab the torque pins out of my passenger seat? They got a little retainer tab, huh? Right there.
Well, they just kind of sit right on top of
Sit on
them.
top of those.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to kind of just set this in there first, the gear, and then kind of tuck them under it cockeyed.
Do the gear first,
Yeah, you just kind of want to set it in there and then put them in the side of it.
and they ride right in here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right between here and here. But you've probably got to set them cockeyed. You know what I mean? Get the bottom started like that, yeah. And get them all the way around.
Flying blind on this side.
Lay in, just keep holding down while that one pop back out.
This one?
Yep, we're going to get a C-clamp on it.
Can't see that one because
It's a lot easier to get them in with a vise, but we don't have a vise out here working in the field.
Is that in or no?
Nope, nope. There, you want to get the bottom cockeyed in there first. Now, if we can just get this, and if you want to hold it and Charlie get that on there,
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
it's a lot easier with more hands, that's for
Yep.
sure.
I'm not looking to take over your illustrious position.
They should go right in. There they go.
Look at that.
Is it down all the way? I think it needs to go a little more.
Can you push on it? Or?
Just get on the gear there, on a tooth. There, she's seated in there. Look at that.
She bottomed out.
Mm-hmm. We don't need any lectures about more grease. It's got plenty.
Plenty of grease.
Yeah. So that goes back on, and we set the screw right down here.
Pretty nice barn they got here as part of their...
It's got me a little confused. I can't figure out if it belongs half to this house and half to the other one. It goes across both property lines.
I saw it on the video. I was like, that's a pretty good sized barn for downtown Dearborn.
And it's ready to go back in.
All right.
So,
This ain't got no screws in the other hole.
well,
That's the mounts.
that's what mounts it to the regulator. It squeezes this plate between the regulator.
They ever accused me of being overly intelligent. Charlie did once. And then we,
Charlie did once, one time.
yeah, but after he found out I was stupid, he quit.
Spin it and we gotta come up.
You know what's in the way is that stop. If we take this
Yeah,
screw
it's,
out, and there's probably one in the bottom, if you want to take this window stop bracket out, that's going to save you so much time. I didn't realize that's what you were fighting.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was an interlock or a stop or...
It's just it's got a rubber bumper that
Yeah.
the window stops on. So if you take that out, and is there one on the bottom? Yeah, there is. If you let's take this out.
Okay.
Because that's what the window sets down on. That's what's in your way. Let's get that out of there.
That screw?
It looks like it.
Yeah, I think it's a
7/16.
Take that
Yeah.
screw all the way out.
Yeah. You guys see that little rubber bumper right there on that bracket? That's what the glass comes down and sits on, and that's what he was fighting that motor around. And there'll be one in the bottom.
Right there?
Yep. You'll need your ratchet.
Yeah, that one's gonna need a ratchet.
Now, I believe that you can just lift that right up out of your way. Reach around in there.
It's got wires going to it.
It's probably got a wire clipped into it.
Oh,
Just like the harness may be clipped into it. It's probably got it out a little bit out of your way though, didn't it?
it's...
It sure looks like you can get around it now. At least it'll move. I'm probably gonna have to pry that regulator back up.
Yep,
Out,
probably.
though. How do I do with that? Hold on. I'm gonna use this screwdriver instead of that plastic thing. Now that should really pry it out there for you to get it in.
I'm trying to think my motor.
You're getting behind it, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm behind it. I'm cockeyed. Oh,
They are hard to get lined up.
she slid in.
Did it?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to take a peek at her and see.
Now all you got to do is get it lined up. You want to get that center gear right through that hole. That center hole.
Oh, right there in the...
That gear is going to come right through that center one. Do you see that? Once you get it lined up there, then you can just kind of move it back and forth. Clockwise, counterclockwise.
It's that pin for the gear, right?
Yeah, it comes right through that center.
Yeah. Where's that flashlight?
In my hand.
Oh.
It's shining on it. Can you...
I'm trying to see where that is.
Can you look down through... Are you looking down through this hole?
Yeah. So I've got the one hole lined up.
These wagons and Broncos, they're a different animal. They're tough to get to.
I think what I'm doing is my hand is pushing it. Where's that hole we're looking at? This one right here? Right there?
Yes, that's where you want that center gear to come through. The shaft that the gear slid down over.
I'm gonna dice my finger on this thing, I can tell you that.
It could happen. So close.
I can't see that gear pin. That's it, right?
You want me to try it?
Yeah, if you want to. I've done it before.
Well, I will. Here. Let me put this over here and see if I can. Maybe
I'll hold the light for you.
get lucky enough for it to fall into place. You might need to. And you may need to pry that screwdriver out a little bit.
Okay. You can tell me what you need me to do. So you want the light?
Well, this bolt right here, the one that we drilled out here, if you shine through there, are we lining up to this? Can you get the bolt in that one?
I can.
Get it started?
Yep.
We get that started.
Get it to hold it.
Yeah, if I'm holding it straight enough.
Which one are we going through?
This one. Does it look like the motor is lined up to it?
No, it needs to come up. It needs to come close. Right, oh, had it. Right there.
Is it starting?
I believe so, yeah. Just making sure I'm not.
That's not tightened all the
I don't
way.
want to cross-threaded either. It felt like she was.
I don't think it is.
Okay. So she started, right? Is that dropping on you?
Now, let me see.
I think the back of the motor needs to drop down towards the bottom of the tailgate to get that bottom one to line up, if I'm not mistaken.
I haven't got that dang shaft through there yet.
I know.
It was in there kind of straight, wasn't it?
Yeah. Want me to crank the regulator a little bit for you?
Maybe.
Does that help?
I think we can about get the. Let's start this one now.
Okay.
I think I got it lined up. Just get close. If we get at least two on there. Here, can you see now?
Yep.
Does it look like I'm lined up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're getting it. Okay. Can we
I
do
didn't
the
snug her
bottom?
down, but
Right. Can we do the bottom
Yep.
one? Because I see the shaft now wanting to come through.
I didn't snug her.
Look, the shaft. No, wait. Yeah, the shaft's coming through. I think we can tighten it up.
Tighten her up?
Well, let's snug it real good, and
Yeah.
and then we may have to. The gear may not be on the gear.
Right.
The teeth may not be lined up, but once we start the motor, it will. So,
Let's snug these all up.
let me find the wire for the motor. Get it through here.
Through that grommet.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and just snug them.
Want me to ratchet them or no?
No, I want to try it.
Okay. Is that it?
It may have just
She
snapped
just
right
popped
in.
in.
Yeah,
She
may have.
popped in.
It may have.
The shaft. Something popped in.
Well, let's.
I didn't see glass break, so.
Okay, we plugged it back in. Oh, old people.
Right? You notice I'm avoiding getting down?
Let's pick that stuff up
Pick
and
it up,
close it,
close
and
it,
we'll,
and
and
see
we'll
if
try it. I wasn't figuring on getting dirty.
Not this dirty. Do we got these regulator bolts in yet or no?
Well, yeah, we could put them back in because, I mean, the motor's bolted in. Just as well, we serve the purpose of unbolting them. We're going to put the regulator bolts in first. Got the light?
Somewhere. I don't have it. You got it?
Charlie's
Put
got it.
Yeah, right there, Charlie.
Just about had my fingernails all cleaned out from the truck job.
Too late. Yeah, you were all into the grease on that thing.
I'm going to pause it until we get these regulator bolts back in. We'll go ahead and put that window stop bracket back in. Then we're going to try this window. All right, we got the regulator bolt back in. We got the window stop bracket back in. We got the plug snap back in its hole. We do not have the motor completely bolted down yet. We're going to shut the tailgate and see if we get anything at all. We'll make sure that that motor falls into place with the gears. And Darren just realized he didn't even know that he could use the key switch in the tailgate like his Bronco. So we don't know for sure if it works or not, but
We're gonna give it a try.
I guess we could try that.
Yeah.
You know.
Try the switch first.
Yeah, let's see if this switch back here works first.
Close it and try it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, key's in there. So let's not slam it with that in there.
Keys in there? Can I leave keys?
Yeah.
You can try that.
We don't know if it works or not.
Gotta go
And it's not working. Oh, I heard something. No, that was a door lock. Well, that switch must not work.
Yeah, because that shouldn't need ignition, right?
No. No. So let's try it from the front switch. Oh, it's going down.
Like magic.
Awesome. Let's tighten up those window bolts and put her back together. Yeah, it's fast and smooth. Torque pins work wonders. Well, we can look into that.
I've got.
Yeah, we're going to try mine and see which way you go because I don't remember. I think if you go clockwise, it goes up. Could be wrong. Yeah, lock the door. Clockwise, it goes up. So that's why you're not hitting that one on the bottom. Now, if you go the other way,
Damn, I want mine to do that.
well,
I mean, it may need. You're right. That switch.
well,
is
first
zip
off,
tied.
let's go ahead and finish tightening those motor bolts before we forget those 3 bolts. Where's that 8mm at? Up there. We want to see if my window will go down with the door open. I don't think it'll go up. Okay, it'll go up. Will it go down? It does work, so there's no limit switch in there keeping it from working when the door is open.
So it goes up and down with the door open.
Yeah, this one does.
Maybe somebody's got it wired back.
No, it doesn't. It's not doing anything.
Are we hitting the? We're hitting the switches with the key with the little arm.
No, see, when you go one way,
So if I want to go down, I go clockwise, right?
yep. And it's not even getting nowhere near close to that switch.
Feels like there's lots.
Let me see if I can push it with my hand.
A screwdriver, flat blade.
No, I'm pushing it with my finger. It's not doing anything.
Do you know which wire should have voltage?
Should be black with a white stripe.
I mean,
Yep,
I'm
there's
sure it works
one.
From up there, but
Yep, there's one there. The black with the white stripe, it should have voltage. You want to grab my test light? I don't know if you can prod that black with the white stripe or
Now
not.
this is not even moving. Is it seized? There we go. It's a little tight. There we go.
Well, we need to find your little chrome plunger
Yeah.
because that rod gets, threads get hung up, I think. Now there, you're hitting the switch to go down. Yeah, now it's doing it full function. That's what it was. It was the lock.
Lock mechanism.
The rod was just jammed up because
I
you.
bet that little switch is bad.
Yeah, because see, they got wire ties on it,
Yeah.
like they're trying to hold it together to make
Exactly.
connection. I don't know how easy that would be to find. But that red or that black wire with a white stripe should have power. At all times.
How the Broncos work.
Here we go. Panels going back on. I had to fight this on mine when I greased it. All right, now we got 20 Phillips screws to put back in.
I'm gonna start them with.
And look at that. He's got all the screws back in it. So, we're going to address he's going to address the rear tailgate key switch later. And let's close it up and try it one more time. Make sure we're still working. This is the dog walkingest community I've ever seen in my life. It's smooth. And fast. Faster than mine. Can't ask for any better than that.
Make sure she,
I hear it hitting those little streaks on the window. Needs cleaned. Yeah. What's that? Is it locked? I can't see the.
give her a push down, Charlie, when I push her down. Yeah, she's a little temperamental sometimes.
Does it open? There it goes.
Oh, there we go. All right. That's what I wanted to make sure she was hitting that.
Yeah.
How's the window go out?
The magic gate. I don't know. I didn't think the window would. Let's try it.
I don't think it does.
I would think that. I know the Broncos had a limit switch in them.
There's got to be a limit switch.
Yeah, I don't think it'll go out.
Going out.
Nope.
Yeah, nope, it ain't working. No, I didn't think so. I never tried it on mine because I was sure that it wouldn't.
Safety feature.
There we go. That's how easy it is to fix your back window in your Ford Mercury station wagon.
That's as good as she's ever gone up and down.
Cool. Well, Darren, how was that?
Greasy, but it works perfect now. It works perfect.
Are you glad you didn't do it by yourself?
I'm glad I didn't do it by myself. Yep.
Do you see why we drill holes even when the Ford manual tells you not, or does it mention to?
Not for the rear, but
They tell you to do it in all the doors, but they don't mention it in the tailgate. But you look in it, there's nothing in the way. So why not do it to
absolutely.
get to it easier?
That was
So if
good.
you're
That was
working-
an expert call by you.
Yeah, if you're working on them, guys, just close your eyes, look in there, get that drill lined up to it, just drill the holes. I hit every one of them dead on.
Dead on. Yep, dead on.
So that's really all there is to it. It really doesn't take that much time. And it is important to get that lower window stop out of the way.
Yep.
And to take the two bottom bolts out of the window regulator to get it pried away from the tailgate to get the motor to come out from behind it. But it's really not that bad. It's really not. So
I'm glad I had Tony's help and guidance.
yeah.
So
I put the video we did. What was that? 2 or 3 years ago on the LTD.
about two, I think.
2 maybe. I'll put that at the end of this one. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out. Right now, we're going to do a little bit of drive-by in these wagons, and Charlie's going to he's going to hold the camera for us and let you guys see him in motion. Alright guys, we just wanted to give you a little bit of a drive through, see him in action and everything. So I want to thank you all again for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more repair videos down the road and some more wagon option adding. We like the body side molding, Adam.
Amen.
Yeah. So, and please, no Craig or hate comments. We like them. We think they look awesome.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for watching, guys.